Hola, bienvenidos.
Welcome to beautiful Veracruz.
Buenos dias, good morning country collectors, and welcome to Papantla, Veracruz. This Pueblo Mexico is full of culture and tradition, and it's also a great jumping off point to explore the ancient city of El Tajín.
We can't wait to show you around. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of our future adventures. And please give us a comment. We love hearing from you.
Let's start with how we got here. At Jalapa Central Bus Station, we bought tickets on the Areo line for 446 pesos each heading for Papantla. The 245-kilometer journey took just under 4 hours, but boy was it a beautiful ride. Once in Papantla, we grabbed a taxi for 25 pesos to our place. We are staying here at Hostel del Centro Papantla in a private room for 550 pesos per night. It has a nice big bed, futon, cold AC, TV, and private bathroom. But the absolute best part is our host Carlos, who has been an absolute pleasure to get to know. Hi Carlos. And we are starting our day early because it is hot here. It is the summer and it's averaging about 90 and it's very humid. So if you wanted a little more pleasant, we would recommend coming during the winter months.
But you know what? We're here now and we're gonna enjoy it even in the heat, so come along.
And as you can see, everyone else gets a very early start as well. The market is right behind us and it is already bustling this morning.
And as we're walking into town, we saw a coffee stand. This lovely lady Nora is selling hot coffee, cold coffee. She has all the accoutrements, and what a better way to start your day than with a nice cup of brew.
And here in Veracruz, you gotta get all you can because they are
so
known
good.
for it. Gracias, Nora.
Que les vaya bien.
Igualmente.
We're starting our day in the heart of the city in the Zocalo. It's a great place to come down and take a break from that sun in the shade of the trees.
In the center of the plaza here, you can find the Kiosco, and we recommend going up the stairs to marvel at the powerful mural, The Destruction of Man. It's incredible. And this is also where you can find the tourist information booth where they can help you with stuff to do around town. And for such a small Zocalo, this place is full of things to admire, such as beautiful tile work, statues, the Hallway of Love, historical signs, and even an honor ice cream stand. And all the squirrels are out this morning looking for their morning breakfast.
I think he might want some coffee. He is a Veracruz squirrel.
That's true. He needs his cup of joe.
Surrounding the park, you can find vendors and a small market where you can buy some treats or some local handicrafts. This is also where you'll find the colorful Papantla letters, which is a great place to snap a photo.
On the south side of the plaza is Papantla's main cathedral, but first let's check out what's lining the wall right here. Papantla was founded by the ancient Totonaca civilization and still to this day has thriving Totonaca communities whose influence you can see and feel all around town, like right here, this grand piece of art that is called a homage to the Totonaca culture.
It was created by native artist Teodoro Cano to honor their cultural roots through the representation of their history and evolution. It was completed in 1979 and is 84 meters long and 4 meters wide.
Behind me here you can see a representation of the Grand Pyramid of Niches of El Tajín, which is the ancient capital city of the Totonacas that we're going to be taking you to later in this video.
Above the pyramid you will find two papan birds, which gave rise to the name of where we are right now, Papantla, which means the land where the papan abound.
And if you want to learn more about the mural, there is a sign here that walks you through each scene with descriptive explanations, which is just wonderful.
All right, let's head up to the cathedral.
Good morning, buddy.
Good morning.
On the way up to the church across the street, you will find the municipal market, where you can not only do some shopping, but also marvel at another one of Teodoro Cano's beautiful sculptures. There's also a small museum in town where you can go and learn more about this artist and see some more of his artwork. All right, let's keep going.
Behind me here is the parish of Our Lady of the Assumption. It was built in 1700 and is the most important religious construction here in Papantla. It is beautiful on the inside and out. Also on the grounds here, you will find this 30-meter high pole. Does anybody know what it's used for? Maybe some of you have witnessed the ceremonial ritual known as Los Voladores de Papantla or Danza de los Voladores.
We've been lucky enough to see this performed all over Mexico, from Playa del Carmen to Tequila, Jalisco. But today we're going to be seeing it in the state of its origin right here in Veracruz.
I read that the original significance of this ritual was connected to fertility and harvest and performed as a way to appease the gods and end drought. During the dance, 5 men shimmy their way up to the top of the pole. The 4 voladores or flyers will tie themselves to the top of the pole with a rope, each one representative of the Earth's cardinal directions and elements. The 5th member stays on top, playing a flute and beating a drum, while the flyers launch backwards, beginning their descent towards the ground. Each flyer rotates 13 times around the pole, which in total equals 52 turns for the 52 weeks in the year and 52 years it takes to complete a solar cycle. How cool is this? You can see the ribbons on their heads. It makes them look like they are birds, like they are flying. So beautiful. We're so grateful to have been a part of this beautiful ritual. And yeah, so happy you're here with us too.
And after that incredible show, these men risked their lives to spin down for us. So remember, they don't get salaries, so giving them something for watching the show is very important to keeping this tradition going. They also sell souvenirs like this so you can take it home and relive the moments of that incredible show. It was incredible.
Yeah, the ritual is ceremonial.
Seriously, muchas gracias.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope it rains a lot for you.
Yeah. And what's a show without some food? We ate at this place last night over by the Zocalo and it was delicious, so we're gonna head back over there, take you with us, so come along. And make sure to keep those peepers peeping, people. I know I stole Adam's line because there is so much beautiful art that's representing the culture all around town. Welcome to Plaza Pardo. As you can see, it has this beautiful balcony right here and you have this wonderful vantage point of the Zocalo, and we can actually see the voladores climbing up the pole right now to do another one of their performances. We started off with some antojitos. I thought they were going to be small little bites, but they're pretty massive. These are typical to the region. They are called bocoles, and we got them sortido, so it's an assortment. There's chorizo, pollo, pierna, and it looks like queso right here, and they look like English muffins but made from corn, don't they?
Wow, they look so good.
And then we went with molotes, so it's like a little football. It is smoking hot, but I believe it's corn masa, like corn dough, and then they stuff it with carne and they make a little football shape and then they fry it. They both look delicious. Let's jump in. So yes, it looks like on the inside this is stuffed with chicken. We have seen some that are stuffed with carne or res. Let's see how it tastes. It's really hot, but delicious. And I kind of already demolished this one here, but what's not to like? Corn English muffin stuffed with some cheese, and I dipped it in some beans. Holy frioles.
And when I saw shrimp with vanilla on the menu, I knew I had to get it, because if you didn't know, Papantla is known as the city that perfumes the world, because not only is it the main crop here, but it's also where the Totonaca cultivated it for the first time in the world.
Wow.
It's really cool. So when you're walking around town, you might notice a lot of products or handicrafts that contain vanilla, so definitely check them out. Let's taste these shrimp out. Before I take a bite, I just wanted to show you that there are actual vanilla pods in here, which just kind of adds to that aroma that I'm getting right here. Wow, it's got that like burst in your mouth kind of firmness to the shrimp, and the vanilla is just a slight kind of flavor in there. Like, it's not overpowering, and it really just takes it to that next level. You gotta try this when you come here.
What a scrumptious little meal. Not so little, actually. Now we are gonna do a little workout. Don't tell Adam.
What?
Oh, he heard. We're actually gonna hike up Cerro del Campanario, which has the best view of the city. So you can either come with us or stay back seated comfortably, because we are gonna do all the legwork for you. Oh, give me some of that.
Man, make sure you are drinking enough water, because while it is not a far walk, it feels like we're walking on the surface of the sun right now. It's so hot.
Look at all that sweat.
I was buying the water and I was like, es mucho calor, and the lady was like, sí, es terrible. It's terrible. And while I'm enjoying myself in this beautiful little town, I am drenched right now. So we care about you. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Wow.
That's a steep one.
It sure is.
How long do you think that truck's been there?
Oh, you know, maybe a day or two or 4 years.
It's definitely become a part of its surroundings.
Oh wow, it's like completely eaten through.
We have made it up here to El Monumento El Volador, which is the monument to the flyer. As you can see, this is the foreman. He is playing the flute and beating his drum. He stands 18 meters tall and has the best viewpoint of the entire city. Check it out. And while we're up here enjoying this beautiful view, we would love to give a shout out to our new patrons,
Dan, John,
Don, and Bonnie. You guys rock. Thank you so much for becoming a part of this community. We are super grateful for you.
we want to dedicate this Pueblo Mexico to you.
Yes, this is for you. Papantla says hello and appreciates all your support. If you would like to become a part of our Patreon community, we will put the link in the description below. We are just going to hang out here in the shade for a little bit and enjoy this, but as promised, we are going to hop over to El Tajín, so come along. Welcome to El Tajín, and not the seasoning. I'm sure some of you thought of that, but the archaeological zone. From the center of town, we took a taxi here. It cost 70 pesos and took about 20 minutes. When we arrived, we bought our tickets for 85 pesos each, and we learned that the site is open Monday through Sunday from 9 until 5, but is free on Sunday for residents. Well, let's start exploring. El Tajín is an ancient city that was the capital of the Totonacas, and it is believed that El Tajín means the city of thunder. It is one of the most important religious sites in Mesoamerica and reached its peak between 800 and 1200 AD.
So far, 150 buildings have been identified and 20 of them have been excavated. We're just going to be highlighting a few today, starting here in Plaza del Arroyo.
This area is one of the oldest sections of the city and is flanked by 4 high buildings which were topped by temples. It is thought this was the city's marketplace because of the large plaza space for stalls and for a deity found here that is related to commerce. And we recommend starting as soon as they open at 9 o'clock because it's 10 right now and it's so hot here. So yeah, and also bring some water, maybe an umbrella to shade yourself as well, and definitely a hat. Behind me here is the South Ball Court, which is one of 17 or so found here in El Tajín. This Mesoamerican ball game had important ritual aspects with some ending in human sacrifice. On the walls here you can find scenes pointing to this as well as depicting deities and the cosmos. And while you're walking the grounds, try to use your imagination and picture the Totonaca people here living their lives, exchanging their goods, playing this ball game. It'll just really add to your overall experience here.
Odds are when you picture El Tajín, this emblematic structure behind me here is what you see. It's the pyramid of the niches, or nichos in Spanish. It has 365 niches in it, which are believed to represent the days of the year. Each one is also thought to be a representation of the duality of life, good and evil, day and night, life and death. It is just so incredible to stand in the presence of it, and it's thought to be one of the most important structures in all of Veracruz.
And behind this hill right here is Tajín Chico. This is where the ruling elite lived and governed, but unfortunately this area is closed right now because it is under construction, but you can still see some nice buildings from afar. What a beautifully well-maintained archaeological zone.
For sure, there are guys with weed whackers just keeping the grass at that perfect height.
And when you walk in, you'll notice there are guides offering their services. For 350 pesos, you can get an hour-and-a-half tour where they explain all the history to you, which could be nice.
Absolutely. They also have bathrooms at the entrance as well as a restaurant. And something I wanted to say is how much I really enjoyed the nature here. It's just so beautiful, and there's not a lot of people like a lot of the other archaeological zones we've been to.
Yeah, that's what you get when you go off the beaten path. And one thing we were a little disappointed, the site museum is closed, but you can still kind of look through the window and see they have a big model of the zone here, so you can get a good overview of it before you come in. So hopefully next time, or when you come, it'll be open for you. But I think it's time to head back to town.
Great idea.
We'll see you there.
Welcome back. We hope you enjoyed your time with us at El Tajín.
And we know all that virtual walking has worked up quite an appetite for you, so we are going to head over to the highly recommended restaurant called Naku, so come along with us. Welcome to Naku. As you can see, we already have our drinks and our food here, but just to take it back a little bit, it took about 5 minutes to get here from town and cost 30 pesos. And thank you, Carlos, for your recommendation, because this place is awesome. It's like a little wonderland here behind me. There's a palapa where you can sit under. There's a waterfall over here. They have some turtles in a pond. And the menu is really unique too because a lot of the items are in Totonaca. So it has a lot of influence here in this restaurant. We're starting out with atole, which we've had hot, but we've never had it cold. And look at the color here.
Matches your shirt.
It's purple or pink, yeah, but it's atole morado, which is made with purple corn or masa. And then this one here, they added horchata to it. It's called the campechana, right?
Yeah.
And then for our meals, I went with our waitress's recommendation, which was the empanadas. They're called malhat in Totonaca, and they are stuffed with hongos de chaca, which are oyster mushrooms. You can either get them grilled or fried, but I went with grilled.
Good choice.
Let's taste them out. She said they were just seasonal, so, and they grow up on the tree, I believe.
Ooh.
Very earthy, like mushrooms are. Absolutely delicious, so fresh. Definitely recommend it.
And I went with the costillas or ribs, and let me tell you, throughout Mexico I order ribs because I love them, and normally I'm a little bit disappointed. These, however, look like heavenly ribs.
They're huge.
Let me just show you. This is one rib right here. It's absolutely massive. It's done in some traditional seasonings and fried. Let's taste this out. Oh my goodness.
So tender.
It's like it fell right off the bone. Some of the most tender meat I've had since we've been here, and the flavor is just phenomenal. It's a little bit spicy, but the best part is it tastes like ribs. It's not covered in barbecue sauce. It has that like real flavor. You gotta try these when you come here. Wow.
They do it right here, don't they?
And what a better way to end a delicious meal than with a vanilla-laced sweet treat. I went with the vanilla custard with some raisins on top, and Heidi got
the beso pampanteco, which is the pampanteco kiss. And no, I did not call the restaurant to coordinate my shirt and my drinks today. It's just a coincidence. It is made with vanilla liqueur, rum, sweet granadilla, which I'm not sure what it is. If you know, let us know. And condensed milk. Bottoms up. Cheers, or salud. Wow, that is dangerously good. It honestly tastes like something I've drank before. I just can't put my finger on it, but I'm really enjoying this. I know Adam's gonna want some of it, so I'm gonna have him order his own.
All right, fine.
Delicious. Definitely try this when you come here. What a neat spot over there. There's some live music starting right now. Our meal came out to about 400 pesos.
Yeah, absolutely affordable,
Yes.
especially for that service and the level of quality in that food.
Yes, and when you're done, feel free to head across the street. There's an artisan market. They also have a replica of the god of El Tajín, as well as some vanilla plants you can check out.
It's very authentic.
Yes, it really is, but I guess this is time to say goodbye, unfortunately.
It's the toughest part of the week for us, is saying goodbye to our friends and family out there. But remember, it's just one day closer to the next adventure we have together.
Yes, so thank you so much for coming along.
It would have been nowhere near as much fun if you hadn't been here to share it with.
If you enjoyed this video, please give us a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to...
Ling, 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 ling the bell.
We'll see you
next time.
Adios.